Hare Krishna, welcome to this video. So today, if you saw the thumbnail, you might have seen that the thumbnail is of Elon Musk and he is trying to go to Mars. And we all know about that. Very simple. But I would like to give some opinions, my own opinions on this, that is that a good idea or not. So let's start without any delay. I'm just gonna make this a short video so that you can watch it and understand it as well. So the very idea of leaving is not supported by others because they might say that Elon Musk is an escapist because he wants to leave planet Earth. Because planet Earth is having a lot of problems, he wants to leave them. Someone might say like this, right? Escapist. But anyways, I'm not gonna say something like this. I'm gonna say something else. So let's assume he went to Mars. He stayed there. But can he stop death? No, he cannot. What was the reason he went to Mars? To save himself? No. To get some enjoyment? Oh, that's an accomplishment. That's an achievement. I will get happiness. That means we want to get happy. That's all. Our sole purpose, whatever we are doing, we want to just be happy. Get some pleasure. If we do masturbation, why do we do that? To get some ecstasy? We want to get some happiness. That's all. And our prime goal, you can say, happiness. So whatever we do, we try to do it for pleasure, happiness, and all this. But there's a problem. Death is a problem for that. And birth is also a problem. Like if you are inside a womb, you are totally congested inside there, and it's like a washing machine. If you try to get inside a washing machine, it's pretty obviously uncomfortable. Similarly, it is for the womb. If you are inside the womb, that's certainly not a good position. Although your mother might love you, but still the external conditions are external conditions and you cannot enjoy that place living in there. So birth is also not a good thing, death is also not a good thing, and diseases, you cannot stop diseases from damaging your body, and also birth, death, old age, disease, old age, you cannot stop old age, right? You cannot stop old age. You'll grow older day by day. You might look a little young by makeup or all this nonsense, but you are still gonna be old. That's all. Your age is always growing. Each and every second you are growing. Your age is growing. You cannot stop it. That's all. So these problems are real problems. You cannot avoid it. You don't want it, but still everyone has to face it. So these are real problems. You don't want it. You cannot stop it, but you cannot stop it. You don't want it, but at last everyone has to face it, and you also have to face it. So if you go to Mars, still you cannot. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. So this material world is Dukhalayam, means full of miseries, and Asashvatam means temporary. This material world is temporary. So Mars is also temporary. It is not eternal. Okay? So we already know universe has a point where it was created. Okay? Scientists say that it's a big bang, but anyways, I'm not gonna go in that, but the universe is created and it has an end. End. Okay. We got this idea as well. But wait. So no, universe has an end. I'm not gonna say that universe is gonna end even within few years. No, I'm not gonna say something like that. But the material world is perishable. You can destroy the matter, can't you? Yes, you can. So that's simple. We are living in a perishable condition. Our bodies are perishable. They are temporary and they can be destroyed easily, very easily. So that's the idea. So what I want to say is that simple thing that we don't get it. That even if you go to Mars, land on there, have infinite happiness, still you are gonna get that full stop of death and you're gonna be stopped. Okay? So how to stop this? First of all, you have to understand what is your real condition. Who really are you? What is your real position? You don't know this. So how are you gonna be saved? You are not gonna be saved, my dear friend. So this is a premature idea of leaving the place. Like there's a condition, someone is coming, shooting you, and coming to shoot you. You already know someone is coming with a gun. Someone has informed you. Now you don't know how to safeguard yourself. What you do is you go and hide. That's escaping. So yeah, escaping from a problem, it's actually sometimes a solution, like in this case of gunman coming to shoot you. But in some cases it is not. Thus, like leaving this planet is not a solution. You're still gonna be subjected to the material miseries which are arising from yourself, your body, your mind, from other living entities, and from higher authorities such as nature. These miseries are always gonna come. And trying to taste the happiness of the material world where we live is like licking honey on a razor's edge. You are gonna get happiness, but your tongue is also gonna cut. So you're gonna get miseries as well as happiness. So this is painful experience. People will call you a fool if you lick honey using a razor's edge. You are a fool. Similarly, accepting happiness and miseries as well in the material world is like a foolish act. And that's a foolish act, obviously. So what should we do to get actual happiness, real happiness? So in Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 text number 2, Krishna says, real happiness in doing devotional service unto him. And this ecstasy has been experienced by many persons. In 1967 or 1966, I guess. Yeah. So there, an Indian Swami went there. His name is His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So he went there and he preached this philosophy, which I am currently reading, and all this philosophy. He preached this, and the hippies, there were hippies living there who left their homes and were like practically living a very degraded life with all sorts of intoxication, sense gratification, illicit sex, and all meat eating and all kinds of nonsensical activities they were doing, thinking that they will get happiness from the material world. But this Indian Swami went over there and he taught them that you are not a body, you are the soul, and your real position is to be a loving devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he said this, and he gave them this mantra, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and they chanted this and danced, and they got extreme happiness. Such an extent of happiness they got that they left LSD and other kinds of drugs, which were too much intoxicating. They left that. Such is the prowess of the ecstasy of Hare Krishna movement. So, anyways, so this is just an example how ecstatic this devotional service is. And the solution is also devotional service. So if you see, you live in material world, you are always subjected to miseries. To get rid of this, what should you do? Janma karma chame divyam evam yobeti tattvata tattva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita. This is in Bhagavad Gita. Janma karma chame divyam. If you know that Krishna's birth, Janma karma, his activities, whatever he does, karma chame divyam, and whatever he does, okay, Janma karma chame divyam. Divya means transcendental. They are beyond the material conception of this material nature. Janma karma chame divyam evam yoveti tattvata. You understand that he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are his part and parcel, and you are supposed to execute devotional service unto him. If you understand this, and in such a condition you are doing devotional service, since you know Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is the absolute truth. In the Vedanta Sutra, absolute truth is called as Brahman, and this Brahman, Krishna says, who is the absolute truth? Krishna says in chapter 7, text number 7, Bhagavad Gita, Matta parataram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam protam sutre maniganaiva. Krishna says, Matta parataram nanyat. Matta means me, parataram means superior, nanyat means no. No one is superior to me, Krishna says. So simple. Krishna is superior, no truth is superior to Krishna. Matta parataram nanyat. So this is simple understanding. Krishna is absolute truth. And he says you need to get rid of the material world. So as Elon Musk wants to go on Mars, yeah, that's a good idea, that's escaping the problem, and sometimes it's the solution of the problem. But in the case, it is not the solution. In this case, no, the solution is to actually travel from the material world to the spiritual world. And how to do that? The simple answer to do that is Subha Subha Phalaireva Moksha Karma Bandhane Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimukto Mamupaisyasi. That is, Subha Subha Phalaireva means to give up your fruits of your actions by being conscious of Krishna, think about him, and do your activities. And the fruit you get, like you get some money by doing some job, and you do that job, you get some money, you donate it to some Krishna temple. That's all. It's used in Krishna's service by doing deity worship to him, and that food which is offered to Krishna or milk, whatever it is used, that will be offered to the beggars out there, to the devotees out there. So many people will be given food which is spiritualized, and at the same time Krishna is also being served. That's a good one. The money is utilized in the good place. Okay. And other things like you are eating yourself food, you get that from money. And where does that money come from? That comes from job, and that job comes from where? From education. So if you are going in school, in the future tense, you can actually utilize school or education as in the service of Krishna as well. So this is all you need to do. And what will be the result? Subha subha phalereva moksha karma bandhane. You will get moksha. That means freedom from birth, death, old age, and disease. Freedom from birth and death, the repeated cycle of birth and death. You get freed from that, and you will cross over the material world. You'll go to the spiritual world, and the spiritual world description is given in Bhagavad Gita. You can read that. It's amazing. And now coming to the topic, how to do that. So many processes there, and simple process is doing devotional service, chanting the names of God, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and that's given over there in the scriptures that do this, do that. And in Vedas, in the Kali Santaran Upanishad, they said, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashaka Nam Kali Kalmashanashram, Nata Paratoropaya, Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. All the Vedas I saw, and only one deliverer in the Kali Yuga, where we live right now, the present generation or millennium. So the only way to deliver ourselves is Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and this is the spiritual world, the key to spiritual world. You can go to spiritual world. And this mantra is transcendental sound vibration. It is beyond material sound vibration, and a lot can be extended over here. So the premature idea of leaving planets is not good idea. You are still subjected to birth, death, old age, and disease. But if you go to spiritual world, you are not. You are not subject to that. You will become Satchidananda. You are actually Satchidananda, but you don't realize it. You are Brahman. Brahman means not caste system, but you are pure spirit. You are free from material contaminations that I am the body. You are not body. You are the soul. The description was given, Dehino asmin yatha dehe kaumaram yovanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tatra namuyati. Means you are born as a child, you grow a little older, you become a teenager. After that, your body changes to an adult, and after that, little older, and then you die. But wait, your body has changed, but the I, the owner of the body, has not changed. I claim this is my hand, this is my leg, this is my foot, this is my that, this is my eye, this is my nose, this is my tongue. Who is the person claiming all this? That person does not change. And this person, his body is changing continuously from childhood to youth, and youth to old age. This is changing, right? Body is changing, but you are not changing. Science also says that your body changes after every 7 years. Your whole body is changed. All the cells in the body are replaced. That means your whole body is renewed. That's renewed. Okay, so you have this idea, you are not the body, you are the soul. Who is soul? Mama ivamso jiva loke. Means, Krishna says, Mama ivamso, means they are my parts and parcels. And what do parts and parcels do? They serve the whole. So our job is to do devotional service, serve Krishna, chant his names, go to temple, worship him, and whatever we earn, whatever we get, we just utilize it in his service. If you don't want to donate it to temple, you get yourself an idol of Krishna, deity of Krishna. You worship him using your own money. That's all. You can offer him food. The food you eat, you offer it to him. The austerities you do it for him. That's all. Very simple. So this is a small video, and here we got Subha Subha Phalaireva Moksha Karma Bandhane. You will get moksha, karma bandhane. Your karma, whatever you do, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Whatever you do, you are bound by that. Since you punch someone, you are bound by that punch, that someone else will come and punch you. So that's kind of karma. And that karma binds you. It's like a knot, and this knot is freed if you do the work for Krishna. Sannyasa, Subha Subha Phalaireva Moksha Karma Bandhane. Sannyasa. This is sannyas. This is renunciation. And this is Yukta Vairagya. Means even though you are doing activities, you are doing it from Krishna, for Krishna. Since you are doing it for Krishna, you are going to be freed from those actions. Subha Subha Phalaireva Moksha Karma Bandhane. Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimukto Mam Upashyasi. Yoga Yuktatma means you are engaged in yoga. Yoga means what? Yoga means to connect with the Supreme or unite with the Supreme. That's all. So Sannyasa yoga yuktatma. Vimukta ma upasasi. Vimukta means you become mukta. You will be freed from the bondage of material miseries, and you will reach the supreme abode. Now coming to the part that God exists or not, that's simple. God exists because so much complex creation is there. As soon as you say nature, the thing comes like nature has created this world. But wait, whose nature is this world? Means if you say this person has a nature, his nature is very rude. No, you say sometimes. As soon as you say nature, the question comes, whose nature are you speaking about? Simple. So if you say nature, but whose nature? The nature is automatic, everything goes on automatic, but okay, let us believe that this nature is automatic, but wait, there's a problem. Just like we see machines, they are automatic, but someone has created them. So this nature is automatic, it is mechanical, but who has created this material nature? Krishna says, Devi heshe gunamai mama maya duratyaya mahamevam ye prapadyante maya metam tarindite. This material world, or the Maya Devi, this is called Maya as well, this material world is created by me, and also I control it, this is controlled by me. Mahamevam ye prapadyante maya metam tarindite. I control it, that's all. So this is automatic, yeah, just like a machine, it has switch. So if we put the switch on, then the machine works itself. Similarly, Krishna has put the switch on, the machine is working itself. You cannot reject this, you cannot. As soon as you say nature, there must be someone's nature. You cannot simply say it. It is an intelligent design. It is irreducibly complex. You can say irreducible complexity, you say. There are scientists over there talking about this subject, that intelligent designer is there. And if you say, what kind of intelligent designer is he who has created so many miseries? Then Krishna says, already has given the answer. This place is dukhalayam asaswatam. This is temporary and full of miseries, and you need to get out of it. And he gives the answer to how to get out of it. Okay? He gives the answer, and you are being given the answer. Now, if you don't utilize it, it is your mistake. So that is why you should better utilize this and not waste your time. So I will not stop here, or I'll stop here. I'll stop here, and I gave the idea that no, the premature idea of leaving the planet is not useful, but the idea of leaving this material world is useful, and how to do that I already explained. This is philosophically good answer, and so many things to say, but I'm not gonna make this video more longer. That's all. I'm stopping here, and hope you try to adopt this process at least once in your life. You have a long life, and at least try for some time in your life. It will be better if you have this experience of reading this philosophy. You can read all these books for free, which I referred to, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and that I have given that in the description. You can read that, vedabase.io, link is given in the below, or you can buy that books by yourself, and buy those books by yourself, link is given, you can access them, that's all. And what more can I speak? There is nothing more to be spoken. Hare Krishna, and hope you will adopt this process. This is the actual answer, and if you to know this actually works or not, you have to use it yourself. To know the product is original or not, you have to test it yourself, that it is fulfilling the terms or not. So if you have any questions, you can contact me personally. You know me personally, then you can contact me personally. If you don't know me personally, then you can comment below. I will answer your queries. And yes, now I can stop. Hare Krishna.